In the depth of the night, in a small village by the canals, there lived a young woman named Hala. She was beautiful, cheerful, yet stubborn. She refused to believe the stories told by the elders about Nadahah, the mysterious woman who appeared at night, calling people by their names to lead them to their doom. Hala would laugh whenever she heard those tales, saying to her friends, "These are just myths to scare us into staying home. Nothing more." One moonlit night, the youth gathered in the village square to chat. One of her friends challenged her. "If you're not afraid, why don't you go to the canal now? Prove your bravery." Hala smiled defiantly, replying, "I'll prove to you I fear nothing. Wait here and I'll be back soon." She took a small lantern and started her journey to the canal. The air was cold and silence filled the night. The trees seemed to whisper dark secrets, and shadows moved as if following her. Still, Hala pressed on, ignoring the creeping fear inside her. When she reached the canal, she sat on a nearby rock, gazing at the still water under the moonlight. She felt something strange around her, as though she wasn't alone. Suddenly she heard a melodic voice calling her, "Hala! Hala!" The voice was soft and warm, but carried a chilling undertone. She looked around quickly but saw no one. Thinking it was her friends playing a prank, she shouted, "Stop joking, I know you're here." But no reply came, only silence. Then the voice returned, clearer and closer. "Hala, come closer, I'm here." Hala shivered, but couldn't resist the mysterious voice. Something deep within her urged her to stand and approach the water, her curiosity battling her fear. As she neared the canal's edge, she saw a woman standing in the water. She was stunningly beautiful, with long, flowing black hair and eyes that glowed like stars in the dark. The woman smiled, a seemingly comforting smile, and said, "Come closer, Hala. Don't be afraid. I'm here for you." Hala stepped hesitantly toward the woman. The closer she got, the colder the air became, as though the night itself was wrapping her in its icy embrace. The woman's voice was enchanting, pulling her in. When she reached the water, Hala noticed something odd. The woman's feet didn't sink into the mud, and her reflection on the water moved in the opposite direction. A chill ran through her body, but before she could react, the woman's appearance changed. Her beautiful face twisted into a horrifying visage. Her eyes turned blood red, and sharp fangs emerged from her mouth. In a terrifying voice, she shouted, "You're mine now, Hala!" Hala tried to scream, but no sound escaped her lips. She felt strong hands pulling her into the water's depths. She fought with all her might, but her body wouldn't obey her. Hala sank into the darkness, her muffled screams fading into the night. By morning, the villagers gathered by the canal, alarmed by Hala's disappearance. They found her scarf floating on the water's surface, but no trace of her. From that day on, the place became cursed. No one dared to approach the canal after sunset. It's said that Nadahah's voice can still be heard on moonlit nights, calling out new names to lure more victims to the same fate Hala met. Thus, the tale of Hala and Nadahah became a chilling warning, urging all who heard it to think twice before venturing into the dark of night.